Hello guys, the topic for today is RPA, Representation of People Act. The question is, examine the significance of RPA 1951 in maintaining the sanctity of electoral politics in India. Evaluate the recent demands of ECI for reforms in RPA and MCC. So we have to talk about the significance of RPA Act in maintaining the sanctity of electoral politics, and we also have to suggest reforms suggested by ECI in RPA and also in Model Code of Conduct. This is a question. Our introduction can be RPA 1951 enacted by the Parliament under Article 327 of the Indian Constitution provides the rules and regulations regarding the conduct of elections to Parliament and state legislature. So basically the rules and regulation about conducting the election, both Parliament and state legislature, is contained in RPA 1951. And this particular act is enacted as per Article 327. Now let us look into the significance of RPA 1951 in maintaining the sanctity of electoral politics. First point, controlling corrupt practices and electoral offences. Example, RPA empowers ECI to disqualify them. So it helps in controlling corruption. Free and fair election. It prohibits the booth capturing and also it prohibits promotion of enmity, etc. So it helps us to conduct free and fair election, which is the priority of democracy. Then decriminalization of politics by cracking political criminal nexus. So we also have to decriminalize the political system, which is very important nowadays. Then transparency and accountability by declaring assets and also monitoring the expenditure of political parties. We were able to bring out some amount of transparency and accountability also. So these are the significance of the RPA Act. Now let us talk about the shortcomings in this Act. What are the shortcomings in it? First, lack of action against bribe. ECI had to resort to extraordinary power under Constitution for countermanding polls in RK Nagar by-election, Tamil Nadu, due to bribes. So lack of action against bribe. ECI is like toothless tiger. So it does not have extraordinary power. The recent RK Nagar election bribes was a very good example. And then criminalization of politics. Though Section 8 of RPA prohibits convicted under trial elector, however serious the crimes are or charges are, they are still allowed to contest election. So if once you are convicted, you are not allowed to stand in election, but you are under trial. However big the crime you are undergoing trial, it doesn't matter. If you are just in trial, you can contest in election. Like that, many candidates have won. So this is a lacuna. And then controversy regarding the role of ECI. ECI not have contempt power. Example, EVM getting hacked accusations and MCC violation, and ECI not able to punish the political parties for that. So these are some of the controversy prevailing in that particular act. Now ECI, Election Commission of India, itself suggested certain reforms in the RPA 1951 Act and also in the Model Code of Conduct MCC. What are the reforms suggested? First, it is asking for penal provision for paid news as electoral offence. So paid news has to be severely cut down. Then bribing as electoral malpractice. Bribing should also be eliminated. ECI pleaded for insertion of Section 58D to RPA 1951 so that it will have some power to punish such act. And then empowering ECI to deregister a political party under Section 29A of the RPA. So ECA, if it is given some power to deregister a political party, then it can so if we give some power to deregister a political party, then ECA will be more prompt in taking action, and the parties also will get fear. Filling of false information be disqualified under section 123 of RPA Act 1951, and this particular reform is suggested by Law Commission of India. So if someone is filling false information in case of their asset or some other thing, then they have to be disqualified. Then reforms in MCC. What are the reforms needed? Example, IT cell of political parties violates MCC. So it's like tricking out people. So the IT cells are violating MCC. So MCC must be provided with statutory backing. Example, we can use the provision of fast track court so that we can get quick judgments also. So these are certain reforms we have to undergo. Now how can we conclude? Implementation of these reforms in MCC and RPA 1951 would only strengthen free and fair election to promote participative democracy. So participative democracy and free and fair election are the strength of democracy. So we have to implement the MCC and RPA strictly. Thank you.